I hereby summon all my imps. Hey everybody, it's Annabelle. So something that kind of went under the radar, and I might be the first person to talk about this for once out of all the mercenary people, so that excites me. But something that went under the radar is that with the inclusion of Cthulhu, that's going to bring us up to 100 mercenaries. So at this point we have officially hit 100 mercenaries. So I'm going to take a little bit of time and just go over a little bit of stats for mercenaries. So we're going to go into the mercenary mode. As you can see, I have done all the mercenaries. So we're just going to go over a little bit of stats for the mercenaries here. And this is just going to be kind of a breakdown of where mercenaries are at with the inclusion of Sir Finley and Cthulhu. Because with Sir Finley we're at 99, and with Cthulhu he brings us exactly up to 100. So at this particular point, for protectors, we have 33 protectors in the game. For fighters, we have 34. And for casters, we have 33. So with Cthulhu and Sir Finley coming in, we're basically about as even as you can get with being at 100, with 33, 33, and 34, with Uther being changed over to a protector now. On the old Holy Comp, we got Uther who's now changed over to protector, which makes it almost exactly a third, and a third. For rares, we currently have 32 rares in the game, 36 epics, and 32 legendaries. So with Cthulhu and Sir Finley added to the game when they come around, it's going to be as many rares as there are legendaries, and only a few more epics. So basically, we're about even on rares, epics, and legendaries too. So, and at this current point, we are currently one second. Oh, hang on one second. One more second. There are currently 21 different subclasses of cards in the game. 22 if you include the fact that this one still doesn't actually have a class to it. And at this point, with the inclusion of mercenaries, there are currently 8 different types that can run a full team. So you can have a full team of Murlocs right now. We have Sir Finley coming out. Full team of Nagas, full team of Beasts, full team of Night Elves, full team of Dragons, full team of Pirates, full team of Orcs, and a full team of Humans. At this current point, if you were to make unique teams that are considered the full 6-team combination, if you were to run everybody as a complete unique team, there are currently 16 different teams that you can have and not have a mercenary duplicated on them at the same time. and that's with having a team that's got 4 extra, 17 if you have one team is missing 2 mercenaries. So if 2 mercenaries come out after this, you'll be able to have 17 different teams at this point. And with all this coming out, it means that some teams are going to start seeing less and less use. There has to be a better team, a worse team when you've got 17 teams out there. But it also means you have a lot of variety, and you don't need to have a full collection to get in the game at this point. You can run short teams. You can run teams that are missing certain characters, because now there's so many that you can just use that pretty much it's okay to use a ton of different teams out there. So also what I'm going to do for just a second is I'm going to go through what I believe are some of the, what I would say, best, but I don't want to use the word best because that makes it seem like there's a worse out there. But I'm going to go through and go through some of what I believe are good, very good mercenaries to get if you're going to start looking through mercenaries to get in the long run, in the short run, in any kind of run. So I'm going to go through the protectors here real quick and talk about some of the people who I would say you need to look at. First, we're going to ignore all the ones that start on the starting team. The starting team you already get. You don't need to get them. They're a good comp, and everybody should not underestimate the power that you can get in the starting team. But on this first page, I would say of these people, Bane Bloodhoof is pretty good. And on this first page, you're going to be looking at stuff like Garrosh Hellscream. Garrosh Hellscream is one of your main characters. He just comes with the team. He does a lot of heavy lifting for the orcs. Also on here, I would not disrupt King Mukla. King Mukla is with Mukla's brother. He helps out a lot of these comps go forward. By the way, I'm only talking about PvP. I don't do PvE. If you want PvE, go with Zombies Go Num Num or Old Guardian. They're the 2 people who do more PvE stuff. For this one, I would basically say Malfurion. Malfurion makes some nasty nature comps happen down the road. I'm going to pick somebody from each page here to talk about. For this page, I gotta go with Mr. Ragnaros. Ragnaros makes the fire comp happen. This passive ability is really strong. For the next page, I'm going to go with Trigor. Trigor is really broken in PvE still. I don't do a lot of PvE, but I know there's big conflicts about this beast in PvE. For PvP, with the change of Uther, I'd go with Uther. Uther just makes that holy comp work. That third ability, that Avenging Wrath that you get off of the holy comp, is just chef's kiss. For this one, I would go with Yulong. Yulong's Dragon Buffet has won me games just on its own. The Dragon Buffet makes Yulong hard to kill. For the greens, which are the fighters, I'm going to go with, on this page, I'm going to go with Belinda. Belinda makes fire comps and ice comps work pretty well. She's a legendary for a reason. Okay. For this one, I would probably go with Lady Anaconda. Lady Anaconda makes that nature comp happen again with some of her new buffs. She's really nice. For this page, I would go most likely with Lord Slither Spear. That enough of this trash will make some interesting tasks easy to complete because of how it works with the fishes. For this page, I would go with Sylvanas Windrunner. Sylvanas Windrunner has one of the wickedest shadow abilities if you know how to use it right. For this page, I would go with an oldie but a goodie, which is the Winter Spear. This Elun's Grace in early games with the early comps can just win you games straight out when all you have is the first 6. So this Elun's Grace comes in really handy. On this page, I would go with Jhin. Jhin is got some wicked abilities on a beast comp. For this one, it's a hard pick because there's some really good ones on here. But I would go with Baron Geddon. That AoE that you get with the double AoE makes fire comps and makes AoE comps work. On this page, I go with Xinjiang. This has won me more games than I want to talk about. But I also want to talk really about Cookie the Cook. So this one may get 2 pages. Cookie the Cook, if you only get one mercenary, if you only go for one mercenary, if you only craft one mercenary, go with Cookie the Cook. Appetizers is one of the only abilities that works while Cookie's on the bench. He's one of the only mercs that has an ability that works while he's on the bench. And this Go Fish is going to take care of so many tasks that you have to worry about. Every single time I'm thinking about a task I don't want to do, this Go Fish comes in really handy. For this page, I would go with, believe it or not, Jaina. Jaina is one of the Frost OGs. This ability here with the ice flows will make some of your ice teams really happy because that increases all ice abilities. For this page, I would go with Prophet Velen. Prophet Velen, you can't do any better than the Blessing. That Blessing just makes holy work all in. For this page, I would go with one of the original older gentlemen here, which is Varden. Varden, this Ice Lance and this Cold Snap can be very vicious. And this Ice Lance, don't knock it. I've won matches because this Ice Lance will freeze the hero or freeze the enemy for one turn, giving me that extra turn to get in some more extra damage. So don't knock that Ice Lance on them. And for the last page, I gotta go with good old Xyrella. Xyrella, this atonement makes holy teams early game. So those are the ones that I would say if you're looking for budget friendly. Budget friendlies are always the boost, so let's go to rares at this point. We're just going to go over rares, and I'm going to go over some of the ones that I think are very important. Cario comes with you, Rome comes with you, that's your starting team. Ice Ward's not bad. Yulong we've already talked about. This one for being a rare is really good in PvE. I haven't tried it too much in PvP. Sorry, PvE. This one hurts in PvP. They're looking at this one being nerfed down in the road. For this page, Blade Master you get straight off the bat. Lady Anaconda, really good. Murloc's not that great. Rokara comes with you. Tavish early game can make you do stuff because Tavish has an ability that can actually target your own minions when you're trying to get tasks done. That actually helps target your own minions. For this, don't neglect Blink Fox. Cookie the Cook is just wonderful. Rakan can get a lot of stuff done because Rakan Cookie makes a ridiculous combo for so many things. Just Rakan Cookie can win you matches, win you games. Kazakhstan, his totems are ridiculous. This page, I would say, Varden Grasp. So, those are the ones that I would say for blue at this point. If you were looking for blues, blues are always the easiest. I craft all my minions at this point. I still have 375 packs, and even with the next couple expansions coming out, I'm not looking to buy packs. I'm basically going to craft with whatever's left at this point. It lets me do stuff. So, at this point, we have finally hit 100 with Sir Finley and Cthulhu. So if you're interested at all in getting the mercenaries, now might be a good time because we finally hit 100. So I'm going to give a big yay, woot woot, to hitting 100. Thank you all so much for watching me go through this. I do appreciate your time. And as always, remember, play for fun.